everyone, it's Monica with Scrap Saturdays. I don't know what number video this is. 5, 6, 7, I have no idea. I try to sneak in here at least every Thursday or Friday. So today is Friday, but it'll be a couple of weeks before you see this one because yes, I have like 4 or 5 videos already in queue on my YouTube channel. So I'm excited. I'm doing well. So let's see. I've chosen this photo, and it's an underwater photo taken with my underwater camera. It's nothing crazy. I think it's a Fujifilm underwater or something tough camera. I'm sorry, I don't know. But I think this turned out so awesome, and I love the colors on here. Yesterday at Walmart, I picked up some Martha Stewart Crafts multi-surface satin acrylic paint, and it's called Beach Glass, and it is phenomenal. It's like the right color for what I'm doing with all of these, and it matches my markers too that I bought. And this is my little test paper that I was using to kind of see, you know, what I liked, and I just used my finger. And so I went ahead, and I think I'm going to use this piece of paper with the yellow. I'm not sure yet, actually. I might start off on white and then mount it onto yellow. But as you know, we're going to play together. And then the other side of this is just the wood grain. And so I've also pulled out these thickers from Amy Tangerine. This is from a different Scraptastic kit. But these LE Studio teal letters and numbers, and I guess this is Chickenity. I don't remember. Maybe Hip Kit, maybe Scraptastic, maybe one of each. You'll have to forgive me, but it's along the right colors for the photo. And so I also pulled out this Recollections cardstock package in Soda Pop. And I really like these aqua colors that they have in here. And so I'm just going to pull some out because I do like having cardstock as well. And I like to reach for it. So I was just kind of looking through my stash, and I'll play with that later. Sorry, big loud thump as I slap it on the ground so I can get going so I don't take up any more of your time. But yeah, I really like that. Those tones of aqua and turquoise there and whatnot. And yes, my desk is a disaster. I have things going on everywhere, and I'm trying my best to get in here and scrapbook, not only for you guys, but for myself too, because I'm, you know, I want to get this done. I really do. So I have no idea what we're doing. We're just gonna play. We are going to play. We are. And these are just fabulous. I'm tearing things up like I know what I'm doing, but I don't. Just playing. Just adding some layers and dimensions. Just copying what I see, what you all do out there that makes it look so yummy, that I love. All right. So, I hope that you're all doing well. It's a really, really hot, nice day today here. And I've got the day off because I don't work on Fridays. So I've already done a little bit of gardening outside this morning. I'm trying to trim down my grapevines. They've gone a little bit rogue on me. Too much, you know, and they have too many grapes. And I get a lot of animals that want to come and play in my backyard. So I have to kind of cut them down a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's what I was doing this morning. I've already emptied the dishwasher, and I've got a load of laundry going. So guess what? I've been a good girl, so that means I can come and play for a little bit. And so I'm just collecting stuff as you watch my process. I have no idea what we're doing, but we're gonna have fun doing it together. How about that? Wow, is that a phenomenal piece? What is that? That's awesome. Amazing. Okay. And my desk is still, I don't know. You can never have a wide enough space. Do you guys feel like that sometimes? Where you wish you had more space? I don't know if it would be helpful. I think it would be bad. But in my mind right now, I've got too many things. Okay, so let's take a look at what's in here. Ice creams, this, that, fun in the sun. I like that A because his name is Augustino. I like the June thing. I like this thing a lot. I like it a lot. So I'm just going to pull out stuff as I see them and see what I want to do with it. They may survive, they may not survive. Right? I can't save everything. Alright, so this one for sure I want it to have a title. Like I want it to say Upside Down Water Fun. Upside Down, yeah, Upside Down Water Fun. I don't know. Upside Down Fun. Let's see. And I know that this chipboard has the word fun already. So technically, as I reach for some wax paper, I could use that. And I really like these letters too though. I love that it brings in a little bit of that darker blue that's already in his bathing suit. Okay, so I'm far ahead of myself here. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And right now, just as I do this, I remember that I should plug in my hot glue gun. Ta-da! Okay. So yes, usually my technique or usually my style is to kind of gather towards the center of my patterned paper. And I believe it's because that's just visually pleasing to me. And so whatever is visually pleasing to you, I love watching YouTube videos. I love everything that you guys do. Such talent out there and so much love, and I just love everything you guys do. So sincerely, the comments I leave you are from the bottom of my heart. I love it. And everybody has their style, and it's so fun to watch that. It just gets me so giddy. You almost know who you're watching just by the layout, right? If there was no voice or no name attachment to it, I think we could figure out whose was whose. And I love that. I think that's so awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna experiment here. I'm gonna do a bad thing. Yes, I am. And if you hear my kids in the background, that's just because they're home and I have no choice. I'm gonna use some of my Gold Recollections shimmer spray to sort of kind of water this down a bit because I have no water in my room. But the gold goodness sits on the bottom quite a bit. I think I'm going to do it like this first. because I'm already making a mess. Wow, this stuff smells really strong. Okay, all right. Let's just... It's okay. If I make a mistake, it's okay because I can start again. I've got, except for my background paper. And now, it's going to dry nicely, I promise. I'm going to get my paintbrush. And then I believe I'm going to have to like use my heat gun too. So basically I knew I didn't want to do this kind of watercoloring or paint smushing with directly on my pattern paper because it's not too thick. It's actually very thin, so I don't think it would survive. It wouldn't handle it very well. And I'm okay with the gold peeking through a little bit more, even though I've got turquoise. But like I was trying to say before, when my style is mostly in the middle, then the flip or the reverse side is more forgiving because I generally work in the same area. Put that back. I'm just going to go back in and sort of absorb some of that. Okay, so I'm going to put you on pause for a little bit so I can dry that with my heat gun and I'll be right... Okay, so it gave me a little bit of a fight to dry up, but I love everything except for this little smusha, but I think it looks awesome. Yes, it does. I think it looks awesome. So I know I switched that around, but let's see. Does it need that? It needs that. Just gorgeous. So normally, you know the truth. You know that I don't like to do, I like it. Let me go backwards. I love the way this looks. I don't like the way my paper looks, but I'm getting used to it. I think I'm starting to understand it a little bit more, and it's starting to make a little bit more sense to me, but it's not my favorite thing. So I'm not going to lie to you and say, you know, oh, but I'm getting there. And it's a lot of practice, you know, it's a lot of trying things again and, you know, what are we doing? What are we not doing? Watching everybody on YouTube do their thing. This lifeguard on duty is not going to make it. And the so happy today, I'm not sure. So I will put those away just for now. And I'm just playing here. Maybe I can cover up my boo-boo there with that one. Okay, I'm gonna take my other piece of wax paper and see what I can do. I don't want to cover up the photo too much. I do want to raise it a little bit though. And now that's going to be a difficult task because I sincerely, I don't have any more white foam. I'm down to gray foam right now. So let's see. Is that going to be okay? I don't want it to be too high so that the rest of my stuff doesn't make it as well. Test out my hot glue gun on the side first because I learned my lesson from last time when I ripped up the corner of my paper. And that's gonna go down there. I'm being really brave right now, bringing this glue gun over here. I'm gonna get my photo, and I'm gonna do it a little bit off center just because he's kind of captured in a different way, but I love it. I think it's awesome. So yeah, I really do like, you know, what mixed media does for pages, and I really have to, you know, wrap my mind around what the paper looks like afterwards. I think it's just me, but I love it. Like, I love these little pops of gold in here from the Recollections Gold Mist. I think it looks really good, and I really like that. So I'm just adding some foam squares just in the back, and it kind of, you know, corrects my paper a little bit, but it also adds the proper dimension between the layers that I like. And I'm just going to curl up the corner of my edges too, because that visually makes me happy. And I even do it for the little tags here too, so that's something that I like. I really, really love the camera. I don't know what it's going to look like with hot glue behind it, but I'm going to do my best. And I love the tag there as well. And again, I think when you're faced with a huge project like this is, you know, when you've got so many photos to work with, I'm going to cut that down a little bit. It's too long. I think telling yourself to just go ahead and stick it down is very important. Committing to what you visually have done, just do it. Just put it down and don't think about it too much, because overthinking will set in when you've got so much to do. So getting into that mood right off the bat where you're just sticking things down and you're just going with it and you're not overthinking it is going to get you through, you know, a full project like a summer vacation type album. You know, and I say that with all due respect. I know I'm sure there was the videos before this where you saw me first thing in the morning and I'm like, bah, you know, and I'm taking a few extra moments to think about what I'm doing. And I'm not saying it's easy, but I do find that if you just get yourself into a little bit of that habit, it does make it a little bit more easy to, you know, get your stuff down and get your layouts done too, right? And then your album's finished and then we're ready for Christmas. Ah! Now I have a neighbor and I follow her on Instagram and she is wild about Christmas. I like Christmas Day and I like Christmas time when it's supposed to get here, but I do not like the winter. Rawr. I'm not a winter person, so to me it's really like she pushes my buttons when she starts posting, you know, there's like X amount of days before Christmas or X amount of days before we do our Christmas cards and stuff like that, or whatever. And I know it's so funny because she loves it and I take it all in good spirit, but in my mind I'm thinking, ah, no. But yeah, I'll be on vacation for a couple of weeks coming up in August. So I get to be with my babies. Well, they're not babies anymore, but I get to be with my kiddos for a little bit. And I'm excited for that. And I really, really, really like it. But sometimes it's bittersweet because if it's summer holidays, then that means that it's September around the corner and everybody goes back to school. And it just goes by that fast. You know what I mean? It just goes by that fast. I like that there. I know the bottle cap has nothing to do with this, but I sort of like it there. sort of. No, it doesn't like being there. All right, do I want something for the middle here? Ooh, how fun is that? I just gotta center it. So nice. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Hopefully you can see that. All right, I'm not sure about my title still. Hearts and dots and polka dots. They have these really cute little dots. Ooh, I like that. It's so cute. I like the 2-for-1s. I like the 2-for-1s with a little bit of turquoise. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. I like it. All right, what else do I want to add here? Well, I brought in some stripes, and I'm thinking I might want to cut up a little bit of this border and tuck it in somewhere, or I have this jumbo pack of washi tape, or is it washi paper? I'm not sure it's washi tape. Is it? Polka dots. Does it have the stripes? It has the stripes. Okay, I don't know why I'm singing. I apologize. I have no idea. No. I don't like it there. This side. I'm giving you the sort of quasi, kind of. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. So normally, yes, you know, my layouts are usually crazy full. And they usually look like this. And I love it. I don't have a stop button when it comes to this. But my favorite part is that you get to see, you know, what I do. This is what I do. This is truthfully what I go through and what I do. And I love, love, love this photo. So basically we've always been taking underwater photos with my camera, and I never ever have gone underwater with the kids. Like, no, let me see. So wearing goggles, I can't speak. Wearing goggles allows me to see what they're doing underwater and allows me to be prepared for what the kids are doing. So basically, I put on goggles and I waited for them underwater to do their thing. So I did capture quite a few cool underwater photos this time because I was already ready for them. So it was a lot of fun. So now it's just my title. And I know it's weird, but I lost my other piece of... So, do I bring in the darkness? Do I bring in the darkness? Do I keep the green tones? Do I use the... I was talking about the Crafty Maven YouTube channel and how if you haven't gone over there yet, you must, because it is like And if you heard this part already, I'm sorry. It's like an all-star hockey team. It is awesome. Awesome. And Hannah, if you're watching, phenomenal. You are amazing. Look what you were able to do. You know, just by speaking your heart on your video, you were able to get everyone together and recreate something that we all loved, right? Which was the 2Ps channel. And, you know, kudos, man. That's awesome. You are awesome. So I'm enjoying that quite a bit. I know this is boring to watch me do my letters here. I'm so sorry, but it's part of crafting. It's part of what we go through as crafters, right? I mean, I don't know. Some people don't like to watch this part, so you can fast forward, and I respect that. And others, you know, I read comments on what you put on other people, and they're like, oh, leave that in. We want to see that. We want to know how you do it. And so I think every bit that you watch and every little bit that we leave in or that we choose, and I'm going to have to go back and put those down properly with some Tombow because that won't stay there, is important, right? It's important for you to see, just like what I did, you know, what we go through so that there's a realistic process video for you. And I am not saying that no one else's is realistic, but sometimes you are jaded and you think, wow, you know, how does she do that? And then once in a while we'll leave in our bloopers, or we'll leave in, you know, the real life crafting moment. And I think it's not that you feel better or you're happy that someone, you know, dropped a letter or goofed up. It's not that, right? Because that's not nice, and I get that. But it's nice to associate with everyone else's commonality and their struggles through scrapbooking, right? So that you don't feel like giving up, because you should never give up. Always have a blast with whatever you're doing. But it's nice to just say, oh, hey, you know, Monica, she has all those moments where she does all kinds of crazy stuff, but I'm still so happy at the end, right? Because that's what crafting is about. You have to embrace that sometimes things don't work out. You know, it's not perfect. There's no perfect process, right? Remember what I always say, perfect is boring. And we don't want boring. We want fun and exciting. All right. So that's why I leave in as much as I do. I think it's what you want to see. You're going to have to let me know what you're thinking, how you're feeling, what more you want, what less you want. I don't know, does it need sprinkles over there? I don't know. Time for some stamps. Oh, I'm so excited. I know that in my hip kit, I'm going to get that American Crafts Summer Words stamp of some sort, so I'm kind of excited for that. Okay. So snapshot and the date. This Amy Tangerine seems to be my all-time favorite. I don't have very many that are like date stamps with words, but I really, really do like my Amy Tangerine one. I like having the date and a word as well. That makes me quite happy. And it's very nice. And I am going to use the word, oh goodness. I just think it's cute. I think it's funny. And then I'm going to put the word hello there. And sometimes I don't leave this stamping part in. And then I do it after I finish recording. So usually what I do is I kind of rock my stamp back and forth a little bit just to get that stamping down. All right. I think this one is as good as done. And I'm so happy with it. I love it. I think it looks awesome. I love this big acrylic piece, so that's from Scraptastic. That's really, really nice. I don't know if I've used any of these. Maybe the little birdies on the origami one. I love the cork pieces. That's beautiful. This tag is like phenomenal. Who makes that? Fancy Pants? Nice. It's really nice. And of course, you know how much I love my enamel dots. So cute. So cute. What would I do? Would I cut that into pieces and put it? No. Overthinking. We're gonna stop. Stopping. Okay, guys. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. I'm gonna bring it up to you so you can see all that. And I know that most of my paint and most of my goodness is lost behind, you know, my layering there, and I get it, but it's there, right? You can see the gold and the little pieces sticking out, and it dries pretty matte. It says satin, but it's not. It's actually matte. Okay, there we go. 3 little pieces from my title. I think that looks really cute. This is how I achieve my standard center cluster type layout, and it's just my go-to. It's easy, it's quick, and don't be scared to mix in stuff that you already have, right? So that was some Recollections paper, and literally all I did was tear it. And I know that the tearing stuff is what I've been seeing from Missy, and like I always say, I love that you leave me comments and you say, you know, great work, and I appreciate that so much, but I also appreciate all of you. The comments that you leave, of course, boost us up and we feel so good, but I appreciate every single one of you that takes the time to make a video, and I always say this and I always want to say it because that's reflective of what my work is. And then my albums look amazing and I feel so happy because I've taken the time to watch what you're doing, and then it translates, and the circle of love is so beautiful. So thank you kindly to everyone. Grab your photo. Just do it. Do something current. Do something fun that just happened to you last week. Even if it's just a picture at the park. Just take one picture. Come home and scrapbook it. And just make down that memory for you. It's so therapeutic. It's so much fun to do this. And I guess, in a sense, you know, I hope one day my kids, you know, have a nice little bookshelf to keep all of the albums that mommy is working on, and I hope that one day they open them up and they get a huge smile on their face. And maybe if they're truly blessed and they want and they have children of their own, they can almost go back and say, yeah, you know, this is what Daddy was doing one day in Cuba, you know, on Grandma's birthday. Oh my goodness, could you imagine? Yeah, the circle of life is so beautiful. Thank you so much, guys. Great big hug. And I'll see you soon with my next layout.